Alright, hi everyone. My name is Jake Hemmerly and I'm on the technical education team here at the Web3 Foundation. Today I'm going to be showing you how to stake coins on Polkadot and Kusama using your ledger as well as Polkadot.js apps. So for this example, I'm going to be using the ledger Nano X, but this is the same exact process if you're using the S. So obviously you want to make sure your ledger is set up, make sure you run through the whole process there, saving your seed phrase, etc., writing that down, and then after that you're going to plug it in, go ahead and unlock it, and using a Chrome or a Chromium or Firefox based browser, you're going to want to install the Polkadot.js apps browser extension. By using the browser extension, it's easier to manage your accounts and safer than just using it directly within the application itself. Once you have that installed, we're going to go ahead and open that up, and we're going to click add a new account here and click attach a ledger account. So I'm using the Kusama network for this example. I'm going to select Kusama relay chain. I'm going to give it a name, and then you can just leave this 00. I'm going to be using my second account on my ledger for this because my first one's a personal, my second one's work. I'm going to click import. And we can see right here, KSM, Web3, awesome. This is it, Kusama, awesome. So another thing I'm going to do for this, I'm going to create a controller account. And the advantage of creating a controller account is that once you set up once you bond the coins with your stash account, you can then use the controller to actually control how those coins are used. So we can literally just create a new account, click the plus button here, click create new account, and walk through this process here, give it a name, etc., select your whatever. So once you have that, I'm going to be using this account here, controller example for that. Awesome. So if you go to polkadot.js.org/apps and go under accounts, you should see the newly created accounts, which we can see here. Awesome. So we want to put enough coins in the controller account so that we can cover all transaction fees that are going to be related to bonding, staking, etc. For this, I'm going to send let's do 0.01 to from the Web3. Or I'm sorry, this is my ledger account. I'm going to send that to the controller account. We'll click make transfer, sign and submit. I'm going to click sign on ledger. Make sure the destination, amount, everything's all good, and click approve. So once that transfers, we will now have the coins in that account now. Cool. So next we're going to go to network and then staking. This staking tab gives you an overview of everything staking related for the Kusama network, or if you're on the Polkadot server, it'll show you that for Polkadot. To bond and then stake our coins, we're going to go to account actions here, and we're going to click the plus button on a new stash. I'm going to choose KSM Web3, my ledger as the stash account. For the controller account, I'm going to use the controller account I wanted, and I'm going to bond point to Kusama. Once these are bonded, you'll not be able to if you want to then later unbond them and then be able to transfer and spend them, there is a bonding cooldown period of 7 days for Kusama and 28 days for Polkadot that you'll have to wait before you can transfer those tokens out of your stash account. I'm going to increase the amount at stake here, and then I'm going to click bond, sign and submit, and then I will sign this transaction on my ledger. All looks good. Approve. Awesome. So we can see that this stash, or these tokens are now bonded with this stash and this controller. So next we're going to nominate some validators, and I have already gone through and selected which validators I want to use. The selection criteria, I'll leave a link below that points to the wiki that shows you how to select validators that you can be confident in, that you can trust. So don't just pick the ones that I have here because I'm using them. I'm going to click nominate, and I'm going to select a few of the validators that I've decided I trust here. You can select up to 16. I'm just going to select 4 here. Cool. I'm going to click nominate, and then this will create a new transaction. And note that this transaction is actually coming from the controller account. It's not coming from your ledger or your stash account, because we have already configured the controller for this set of bonded coins. Password there, cool, sign that, awesome. So now all we need to do is wait for a little while, and hopefully these will become, one of these validators here during the next era will become part of the active set, if they're not already, and then you will start earning returns on your staked coins. So let's say that we want to stop the process here and unbond your coins so that you can spend them like you would. I'm going to go ahead and click stop. This will create a new transaction from the controller account, basically stopping the staking of the coins. This will leave them bonded, but the coins will not be used for validating or nominating. So I'm going to click sign and submit. I'm going to sign this transaction. Cool. So these coins are still staked, but they're not nominating anymore. And then what we can do is click this little 3, drop down here, unbond funds. I'm going to select 0.02. I'm going to unbond. If you want to unbond all of them, you can just flip the switch here. And then I'm going to start the unbonding process for this. So again, this is with the controller account. I will unbond. And once you unbond them, you will see a little clock here, and it will say you need to wait this long until it'll show you how long until the coins are unbonded from this. So once they're unbonded, then you can spend them. You can do kind of whatever you want with them. You can transfer them from your ledger. So yeah, I hope this is useful. If you have any issues, please reach out in the Polkadot water cooler or Kusama water cooler channels on Matrix. I'll leave links for those below. Thanks.